have mostly worked in the engineering field in terms of mechanical engineering services. Right from the career start, I have been in mechanical engineering services, and my start was in a service-based company. Because it was a service-based company, just I was able to switch to many other domains. Like in services, we have many domains like automotive, general engineering. We have got aerospace. We have got earth moving components. So anywhere, anything that you see something moving mechanically, okay, there I am there. My services can be rendered. Okay. Now one more very important thing is my engineering services are going to be completely computer based. Okay. Now many times I come across a situation that whenever they say a mechanical engineer, first they think that the person can do something mechanically or do some repairing stuff. Sorry, I'm not that kind of engineer as of now. Second, being a mechanical engineer, computer-based mechanical engineer, I was very much less limited to the real-time machines. I used to design the machines at my end. They were manufactured at a very different part of the world with the given standards, and they were actually put to work. Okay, so I have literally not touched a machine so far. Everything was based on computer. Okay, and what is my addition to the particular domain industry of mechanical engineering is I do virtual prototyping. I build the product in the computer environment, I design it, I test it, and I actually give it to the customer so that he can do it very effectively in a very short span. So previously, if you look at 1960s, 1970s, in these decades, what happened is the building of the product. Let's take an example of a car. If you take an example of a car in 1970s, the design idea of a car used to start a decade earlier. So the engineer used to think about a particular car which is about to be released 10 years ahead. So the design used to start there, and after the prototypes testing were done, it was released in the year, 10 years later. Now that particular time has been reduced to 6 months. So the engineering as of now is so fast that everything is done in a computer-based system. They are tested continuously, they are improvised continuously. Okay, nowadays if you see the accidents in the car, most of the accidents, I don't say, the casualties are reduced. This is happening because of continuous improvement that is done in this particular field of computer-aided design as well as analysis or testing. So, with that brief introduction, let me start my presentation. In the year 2023, with a lot of experience in this particular mechanical engineering domain, I started a particular firm known as Durga Technologies. Okay, now this Durga Technologies has got two domains. Because I am one of the co-founder of this particular Durga Technologies, we have two domains here. One is mechanical engineering services, the other one is electronic product trading. Now, with the Make in India concept, what is happening is many of the defense firms and many of the local-based companies have to manufacture products wherein they have to show how much percentage of local-made components are being used. Okay, so now electronics is not a very effective market in India. That means we don't manufacture much of electronics here. So what we do here is we get this particular components, small components with precision from Taiwan, not China. Okay, we get it from Taiwan. We customize it to meet that particular customer's requirement. These customers, in terms of electronic product trading, we look into is going to be defense or some of the very esteemed customers. Now, with that, I'm taking a small example, small detailed presentation in terms of EPT. What we do in EPT? Okay, we supply the electronic components and devices, as I said. The second thing is we are a kind of distributors to some of the electronic manufacturers in Taiwan or in India with Star technologies and other technologies here. So we provide AC/DC converters, DC converters, EMCs, like with eminent war in position. Most of the defense sectors or electronic equipment has to be shielded so that somebody cannot trace it where the electronic equipment is there. So we provide the electronic components with EMI EMC shielding, so the electromagnetic waves do not leak out of that particular equipment. So that kind of we are also providers for that kind of equipment. Sourcing and procurement of electronic parts, something that is already there. We also improvise based on the customer's need to fine tune to the requirements, and we also give them. And we are also involved in the supply chain of these electronic parts. That means end to end, right from the beginning till the end. We try to get the prototypes, get it done as per the customer requirement, test them to the requirement, okay, fine tune it to meet the customer's requirement. This is the EPT. Okay, now coming to mechanical engineering services. Okay, we do the design and drafting. It's a very simple thing. You have anything, if a customer is having, if a particular product manufacturing customer has got something in his mind, okay, we build it into the design 3D model equipment so that he can see what his idea is. Okay, when he sees that particular thing in the idea or in the computer environment, he can eliminate many of the errors or many of the issues in it. Okay, rather than just drawing, we also build it in the computer environment and provide the manufacturing drawings so that once they go into the manufacturing shop, it should come out without any errors. Because nowadays, the wastage is going to be what is it called? People are thinking about lean wastage, minimizing the wastage. The second thing that we provide is virtual prototyping. Test that particular component to the working conditions in the computer environment based on all the required standards and test it and see the results. If they are acceptable, then we can actually build a real life prototype. The third one is manufacturing support and reverse engineering. For anyone here, manufacturing means just manufacturing. We are going to start with the manufacturing and what is it called, build it, that's it. But when it actually comes to manufacturing, there is a particular activity called as manufacturing support. So people who are manufacturing continuously observe what are the defects and they continuously improve. Now when they do such an activity, the previous revisions or previous versions of them have to be properly archived, which can help us in the next step of reverse engineering. Okay, in case if you want to improvise the particular product. And the structural and mechanical analysis is nothing but the virtual prototype testing again, but we only provide certain structural present technologies and some vibrational analysis to test this particular product in the real time. There is also a recent word that is coined for virtual prototyping known as digital twinning. Okay, now we are not very much into that, so I just remove that particular digital coined word of digital twins. Now, why us? First, when I'm speaking in terms of EPT as well as mechanical engineering services, first when I speak about quality, the first thing that comes into the customer's question is why our Java? So, quality and reliability. More or less, whatever we give, okay, we give it with more than 95% efficiency, minimizing the errors. So the first time when the customer sees it, okay, he doesn't have to think about mistakes or the things that can happen. Okay, either in terms of the electronic products or this. And in terms of electronic products, we give authentic, electronic products, which give proper, performance in the real-time working environment. Okay. The next one is we have got skilled engineers and sourcing specialists. So our team is highly skilled in terms of doing the work and getting it in a short span of time. Then the third one is whatever we give the very cost-effective solution. Because we are a startup, we look at an opportunity to improvise our customers well. Their success is our success. Okay. And in terms of EPT as well as in terms of this particular MES, we have got a wide network of supplier and customer relationships all around India and foreign countries. We are trying to improvise it to actually get some real-time projects as well as source our engineers to that particular locations. Custom solutions, every person, like I'm going to say next, every engineer or every design engineer have got their own approach of getting their things done. So this approach can be how the product is going to be manufactured or how they have learned the lessons to improvise the product or work that particular environment in future. So we give both of them. Either it is just the procedure or the improvised version that the customer is following. So that is a tailored engineering that we are looking at. Vision and mission, more or less we want to be one of the leading provider of mechanical engineering services and electronic products globally. Mission, we want whenever we give an engineering services, that has to be proper so that the customer can get it without any errors in first time right. A simple chart about the EPT. Okay, this is the customer or the electronic component manufacturer, the ultimate product manufacturer, and this is the electronics component manufacturer who is sitting somewhere in Taiwan or something. We are here, who is a trading company who is going to provide this particular components because they cannot directly approach each other. So we improvise the product, we procure it with the on-time deliveries. We also support in terms of small customization. We also provide all the information for this particular electronic product manufacturer to get the best out of the product. And in terms of mechanical engineering services, these are the two things that I wanted to show. One is product driven, one is customer driven. Product driven, as I said, is going to be how the approach that the company, what is it called? The general methodology that is theoretically designed for manufacturing or designing their product. Most of the companies approach with this particular solution, but we also give this particular customer-driven solution because in all my more than 15 years of experience, I have seen that everybody has improvised, okay, in terms of building that particular product. Now, if we don't tailor with this particular customer-driven technologies, it's going to be, it's not going to be worth it because whatever the technology or product-driven methodologies that we give is obsolete. Okay, so our key driving parameters are going to be are as of now. Okay, we do this particular free initial consultation or pro bono pilot projects. Okay, to win the confidence of the customer. Once he wins that particular what is called confidence, then he can deliver that is the first free consultation or initial pilot projects that we do. Okay, then customized sourcing solutions in terms of EPT as well as mechanical engineering services. Wherein whatever are the solutions that the customer requires, we provide them as per their requirement. Okay, and end-to-end customer requirement.
Yeah, we have
almost done.
Yeah.
Okay, so end-to-end electronic product procurement, that means wherever we have got this particular supplier to the manufacturer, we give it end-to-end service. It's not like once we have delivered, we don't have any responsibility towards it. Okay, and engineering services, we give flexible engagement models. More or less, many of the customers say, ours is an intellectually protected property, you don't want to give it out. So there, we provide the engineers at their on-site location so that the task is done within their particular environment properly. Okay, and even after this particular task is done, we provide all the sales support and warranty services and video engineering services once done. Okay. Okay. One last thing. Target audience, any manufacturing companies who want this, who are doing this particular product end to end. That is our product, what is it called, target customers actually. Okay. The next one is any electronic component manufacturers who are doing this particular component, buyers or distributors. They are going to have potential customers. OEMs or any industrial banks who are looking at particular components manufacturing. Okay, engineering firms seeking for reliable mechanical engineering services. This word reliable is the most important thing because most of these engineering services, they have a lot of problems in terms of quality. Okay, and procurement departments with electronics and manufacturing. We just want to expand, broaden, strengthen, invest and build in our particular product. Okay, in our overall company, more or less focus on whatever are the things that we are providing. We want to expand these particular services, broaden our electronics portfolio, strengthen global chain networks, invest in R&D, and finally build practical answers where we can actually offer more. Okay, as of now, our asks are going to be any partnership opportunities who are looking at this manufacturing things. Okay, in collaboration with the electronic component manufacturers, expanding products or services if they are actually having a particular portfolio of plethora of manufacturing products that they have. If they are expanding, if they want to expand it, we are there in terms of supporting them. Okay, and these are my contact details. Okay, any potential customers who give an idea?
Yeah, great.
Okay, we are ready to provide us. This is my contact details. So, any questions and queries?
We have 30 seconds of time. If you have any questions to ask, sir, you can ask.
I have one question, sir. You know BBB, how it works and all. So what is the specific ask? I know that you have asked. I know that those ask are there.
That is the reason I have put that particular ask.
Ask, yes.
Right. So if there is anyone who's actually manufacturing or who has got any tie-ups in terms of sales representative or sales, wherever there is any design activity being done. Because in many of the design firms, if there is a particular product or a service that is being laid out, there is a potential chance that you can copy. Okay, so anybody who is doing a particular product on their own, yeah, I would like to say please introduce me.
For your targeted audience, no? I mean, targeted customers.
Manufacturing.
It's
Or
any
what
mechanical
manufacturing?
manufacturing, it can be electrical, electronics or any manufacturing. Just can you do
Okay.
We would like to have a KYT with you, sir. Please call us for the KYT cluster so that we can know more about you and we can, help you in terms of your product and this one. So please let us know whenever you are free. We'll come to your place. We'll have a call. We'll have talk. We all will come.
Sure.
I'll connect you to CIM Satyanarayana Garu, who is into this kind of manufacturing engineering course.
Sure. Thank you.
Sir, one of my friends is in Malapur. Basically, he gives services to electronics manufacturing segments. Okay, he's in like something like electronic software provider. Okay, wherein he might be useful for collaboration part. Okay, sir. Let me try. I'll get into it. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivekanand Garu. That was an elaborated one.